Yo, what's going on everyone, it's TK, and today we're gonna see what abilities you need to use with your Warden and basically upgrade them in every strategy. So let's dive into this video and see what I'm about to tell you. Okay, first off, I want to talk about the Warden equipment with the Lalo strategies. In general, guys, there's two different things that could actually change a Lalo attack. First thing first is, well, multi-infernos. Yes, that's right. Now, if you're doing a war attack, because this video is generally for Legends League, but if you're doing a war attack, you got like the idea of, okay, I'm going to, let's say, Lalo 3 multi-infernos or even 2 multi-infernos, but in Legends League, that is not up to you. So what I would personally suggest you in Legends League would be the regular Warden equipment, which was in the game back when the equipments weren't even added. So we have the life gem and also the main Warden equipment, you know, the book, and you want to get these two to the maximum level. Now, a lot of you might be saying, why do I use the life gem? Like, why not healing tome? It can heal the loons, it's amazing, it just looks great, you know, all that kind of stuff. But the Warden life gem, it's not only because it boosts the loon HP, it boosts your Diggy with the Warden. It does boost your headhunters that you drop under the Warden ability, so they won't go down to one shot of the Royal Champion. That's why I usually Lalo on top of the Royal Champion, because then if I'm late kind of with the Warden ability, she still cannot take down one of my headhunters. And then we have, of course, those hogs, RC, all of these stuff will get that HP boost. They will just be a lot stronger than a little 30 seconds healing tome with the loons. Although the healing tome will keep your loons protected from multi-infernos, but if you have a lot of damage in a certain area and you don't have the Warden ability, those loons are basically lower HP than the loons that I'm having with my Warden equipment of the life gem. Next up, we got the regular Root Rider spam, and in general any kind of spam attack that you send everything down through the base. And these ones, it's quite obvious. If you got a few rage spell in your army, you don't need the rage gem of the Warden, right? The rage wow or whatever you want to call it. You don't necessarily need that because you got spells. But you will have to take the healing tome and the regular Warden ability, because this healing tome now heals all those Root Riders, Valkyries, your king or queen, whichever you decide to send basically into the base. And in general, it's a very good ability because in the base when there is a lot of damage, you can heal through your troops very nicely. Although the life gem also works quite decent because the Root Riders got a nerf, you can boost them back up those HP that they already lost. So this is a good thing if you wanted to test it out in Legends League or a few FC or like basically friendly challenges with yourself. And this in general showcase how strong that, you know, ability of the healing tome is. Moving on, I really wanted to bring some smash armies, as in, well, not really everyone is using it, but there is still a few people who are liking to do smash armies in Legends League or even in tournaments and wars. These are the type that you usually tend to decide, are you going to Warden ability a certain area of the base with the fireball, or you're just having the OG smash armies, which you just do a regular Warden walk and then you add it to your main army. There's two different things, and if you want to take the Warden equipment basically of the fireball into the attack, you need first to upgrade your fireball all the way to level 21, which is the necessary upgrade, because, well, you can only then use only 2 earthquake to take down any kind of defenses, and then you can take it to level 27, of course, whenever you had the ores. But that is the main thing. And then you want to have that rage ability of the Warden, which is the rage gem, because then you boost the healers, you boost any Warden pet you already have. And of course the pet, I mean, yes, you can take the jelly, of course, but in general, kind of, it could be hard if you have a max jelly, so it could be hard to control the Warden. But in general, that's what I would recommend. But first, don't upgrade the rage gem to the maximum level, upgrade the fireball if you are just going to, you know, kind of switch to these Warden walk armies. But if you are having a regular smash with those, let's say, super bowlers, and you're having the Warden walk regularly on the side of the base, the best abilities for that would be the life gem and of course that main Warden ability, which of course not letting anything happen to the troops, the Eternal Tome. So why do I say those two abilities just like the Lalo attacks? Is simply because if you don't have the boost on the bowlers or the witches in the base, you are going to lose out on quite some HP. Same as Ice Golem, Titan, King, your loons, everything is under that Warden aura. So if you have the life gem with them, you're gonna boost extra HP on them, because if you kind of look at it anyway, well, super bowlers, if you want to heal them with the healing tome, they won't really work out unless it's a less damage base, and you can decide that if you are in, well, say a war, or if you're in Legends League. But in Legends League, I would suggest you that a life gem and the Eternal Tome with this kind of smash armies, or let's say a zap kind of into Titan, because guys, trust me, the HP boost that you get on every single Titan, on your king, your pets, your loons, the healers, all these HP boosts, like the healers could go down to 5 or 4 Seeking Airmine, or not actually Seeking Airmine, sorry, air bombs, the red bombs basically that target the healers. They can go down to them, but with the life gem, you get them an extra HP boost, which now they can stay alive and help you finish the attack. Now next up is gonna be a bit different, as I was gonna bring this because, well, some people like to be creative, and what I mean by that is that, well, if you want to have a Warden just by himself and a Queen charge just by herself, something like an RC charge, these type of creative attacks which you have multiple heroes, what I would suggest for the Warden equipment, because you're doing a fireball attack for example, it's the main fireball of course first, and then I would put the Eternal Tome, yes, not the Rage Gem, because guess what? These type of attacks are the ones that you're actually not focusing on your Warden anymore, because you're doing multiple things at the same time, which means if your Warden equipment kind of go off, your Warden will still be alive because of the Eternal Tome. It will make him invincible, and then he will gain back those HP. So if you have a Rage Gem and you lose that Warden ability earlier, you will lose the Warden. It's that simple. If your healers cannot keep him up, you will lose him. But in general, after your Warden fireball, sometimes the damage goes off of him, but there's still some little damages on him, and if you have the Rage Gem, he is going to end up dying and not continue your attack however you want him to. That's why I would suggest the Eternal Tome and that, fireball, but make sure before you max that, for example, Rage Gem or Life Gem, you get the fireball to level 21. I know you may have other equipments on your priority list. I've already done a video on the priority list of the equipments on different strategy, and now I'm doing it on different heroes, because I know a lot of you might not understand which hero to start and max their abilities first. But that is when, of course, the King's equipment are just on another level. So make sure you max the King's equipment first. Then you are moving on to these other heroes, which are just kind of help to your main army. But most importantly, after the King, before your RC and Queen, it's always the Warden, the Eternal Tome book and the Life Gem or the Rage Gem and the Healing Tome. Depending on what army, as I said, you need to max 2 of these stuff first before you move on to, let's say, a level 27, Frozen Arrow, for example. There is absolutely no need for you to do that. Or it's same as Royal Champion. RC, even though it has a crazy abilities, but so many people send the RC with their armies and not the actual finisher with the RC, like a lot of dragon attacks. That's what, in the dragon attacks, you can easily put the King away, you can put the Queen away, and you can focus on the Warden and the RC. That's why these strategies are a bit different. I'm gonna link the video. I kind of talked about all the equipments on that. You can check them out and see which one fits your army the best. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon on the next one. Take care and peace.